January 2014. Had a careless driver pull in front of me. I was riding with a friend, and then so this guy was riding with his son, headed to private baseball lessons, which he's paying out the wazoo for. This kid forgets the baseball glove, whips around because he doesn't want to be late, pulls in front of me. Bam, came up, hit the B pillar of the car, came up, basically hit my head on it. My spine did like an accordion, broke my C7, broke T2 through T8, shattered 4 and 5. Ended up with like broken ribs and lungs and all sorts of gnarliness. I don't think I'd been out of the state before I got hurt.
Oh, really?
Honestly. And then I got hurt and I went to the Shepherd Center. And that's in Atlanta. And I was like, all right, this is kind of like cool, I guess. So I went to this big trip. It was pretty cool. I went out west, started in San Diego, and then we were gonna go to Yosemite, but it was actually like the first time in 27 years that it was closed due to all the wildfires, so we didn't get to go. And then we went up the whole west coast, did Pacific, like Northwest Pacific, or Pacific Northwest, PNW, and then did the highway to the Redwoods. We cut over, and then I don't know how many states we covered, but my buddy had gotten out of the military, so he had 2 weeks in between when the school started and when he got out. So we went up the west coast, cut over, did Yellowstone, did like Wyoming Glacier.
Jared just picked us up from the airport. Tell him hi, Jared. Let the adventures begin. Beautiful San Diego. What part of San Diego is this?
Pacific Beach.
Pacific Beach, California. Headed to go get some breakfast right now. And then we left the breakfast spot. Breakfast was really good. And it was really nice too. They had a bunch of ramps and stuff so you could get around. Everyone's real friendly. Now we're just out on the pier here at Pacific Beach. It is beautiful. not what I was expecting the Coast Guard to be in at all. I was expecting like razor wire and like all sorts of crazy stuff. So now we had one more place to say some more goodbyes, and then it's on the road. Yosemite, but the first time in 28 years Yosemite is closed down due to wildfires. So they said at best the air quality there is unhealthy or very unhealthy, so we're just gonna skip that and keep going north. Should be fun. Let's run.
Some things you need help with. It's not a big deal. Just ask for help. I mean, if you know that you can't do something or you can do it, but somebody else can do it better, like, it's not that big a deal, dude. There's things that you're going to be better at that somebody in a chair can't do. So, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a give or take type thing. So, independence is cool and all, but you got to know when to not cut your nose and spite your face, is basically what it comes down to. Part of hiking as a disabled person is sending a scout out, so that way you don't go get into anything crazy. Like, that's a pretty steep incline or decline. You don't want to go down there and find out there's nothing there, or obstacle, and then you have to come back up. This is the river path at Big Sur, Pfeiffer Big Sur, and it's got a really nice boardwalk. I love it. The angles aren't steep. It's got these little low rails on it, which are nice, so that way you can't go over, you can't sketch out, and it's just a really, really nice park. If you ever go on a road trip and you're into photography and that type of stuff, you've got to have either the cables to charge it while you are in the car, because I totally forgot about it. Luckily we stopped and I got a power inverter, so that way I can charge my batteries for my camera. It was only at like 1%. I got like 1 bar, so yeah, 1 bar, not good. So we just gotta charge them. Right now I think we just passed Humboldt Bay, and we're not too far away from the redwoods, so we're gonna go to Prairie Creek.
hike in the redwoods. And this place is absolutely beautiful. It's really cool. That's a tree growing inside of a tree. And the trail's not bad either. It's paved. It's a little steep in some places, but for the most part, it's really easy. So we are here at Glacier National Park. About to roll into the visitor center. It's a nice day. It's like 80-something degrees, I think. And I'm gonna go wander around and see if we can see some cool stuff. And one of the other really nice things is this access pass. So it's free for anybody with like disabilities. It cuts down like I think up to 8 people or an entire vehicle can get in for free. So it's really nice. Last time we went to the Grand Canyon, the guy gave it to us for free, and you don't have to sign up. I think he just gave it to us. I don't know.
If you drive up there to Logan Pass and there's parking, grab it and do the Logan Pass thing around the parking lot. They've got sidewalks, etc. that take care of you.
Okay.
And that's what you came to see. We are the eastern extension of the Pacific Coast Forest on the west side of the park. And you are on the Continental Divide here. And the west side is all trees. And you couldn't see a herd of dinosaurs here if they didn't walk on the double yellow. I haven't seen an elk in 40 years. And the place is full of them. Well, on the other side, higher, bushes, not trees, you have a chance.
So we are at Yellowstone Adventures, and Jared rented a side-by-side. They said the only helmets they had were DOT approved. I tried to get a Snell approved, but they wouldn't let me. But so we have this thing from like 9 to 5, so it should be pretty fun. We're on the northwest end of Yellowstone, and we got in, but there's no room for the chair. So we just left it in the car.
So she does a lot of networking for you. If you need something, she gets it. If you're like, hey, you know, I'm gonna go do this adventure, you know, they give you some support and stuff like that to help you make sure that you're safe. You're gonna, not be, in other words, like if you're gonna be bebopping somewhere, she's like making sure that you have, your gas or your safety equipment. Or like for me, I do a lot of fishing, so she's always making sure that, like I have pliers, or I have, just companies and stuff, local companies that want to help and support like that. So she's kind of like the middleman, finding the people that want to support, and then she kind of organizes that. So she's a workhorse for sure. Punches. It's pretty much it, whether you're in a chair or not in a chair or whatever. You just gotta have an attitude of just kind of figure out how to deal with it and take the appropriate steps.